Hey everyone, I'm Guy Cocker for Gamespot UK, and 2 years on from the release of the original Kane and Lynch, I'm here in central London to talk to Karsten Lund from IO Interactive about Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days.
I mean, the overall goal of Kane and Lynch 2 was to create something you've never seen before, to redefine the way you experience the action shooter, and we're doing that by actually trying to come up with a new way of making things look real and believable. And we try to tap into the whole user-generated content side of things. I mean, I think that's where the world, I even think that's where Hollywood is going these days, right? Everything is handheld, in-camera cut, and it's grainy and it's digital and all that stuff. And I think it really fits the Kane and Lynch universe and the locations we chose and all that.
So when you say real, it's kind of real in the contemporary sense, in the way that everyone's got used to on the internet.
You can say, yeah. We did a lot of research on this, and there's a lot of things going on in the game to provide that. It's not just the visual style, but also the way the audio plays and the way the story is being told, the way that we chose the locations for the game. But it seems that this kind of reel has a very clear visual signature that everybody recognizes, right? You've seen it, you see it every day. This is how it looks. So, and I think we are. I mean, it even amazed us how well it works, actually, right? Because of course it's a risk, but now when we really follow through on it, we realize that this is actually really giving you an experience of being there.
Let's talk a little bit about the game itself. In this one, you're going to be controlling Lynch, the madman. Tell us about that decision. I mean, that's obviously in the campaign, the single player campaign.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, to me, it's obvious. I think he's a very interesting character, and he's very unique. I mean, he's very different from what you can get. He's a true anti-hero. He's in the first game. I thought he was the one with the big personality. I really wanted to like pursue him, and we also needed to like revamp the gameplay to fit his personality and his characteristic. Push everything much closer to the camera. It's less tactical and much more kicking down the door and seeing what you get, right? And all that stuff. So you dive into it head first and just take the problems as they come. Right. That fits Lynch's characters.
So he's literally adapting to the situation. He's not planning anything. He's just in that situation.
He's just doing it, and there's no time for planning, right? They just need to be on the run.
And so the game takes place over 2 days and nights in Shanghai.
Basically, it's roughly, yeah.
Yeah. Is it going to be kind of limited to Shanghai? We're going to see a lot of the city itself.
This is you could say limited to Shanghai is a very weird way of putting it, because Shanghai is so diverse, right? It's got big clean skyscrapers and old ruins just next to each other, right? So we really went for the diversity in the levels. Every level has got very different areas and different encounters across one level, you can say, right? So actually it's going to feel like a journey to a lot of different locations, even though it's happening in only one city. But it gave us I think it gave us a lot of freedom to actually have this boundary, you can say, in a way, because there's so much to take from a location like that. It's the most urban place I've ever been. I mean, it's just. Yeah.
What can you tell us about the co-op at this stage? I assume there's going to be some sort of co-op. Have you decided to tie that down yet?
I cannot tell you too much about the co-op at this stage, but we do have it, and it's online. We also have an offline co-op still, but the chance to play Kane and Lynch in an online co-op is totally obvious, and I'm very proud that we have it here, and it's great fun, and it's you know, we try to make the game feel like a co-op experience even in single player. So it's actually already catered for, you can say. When you play the game in co-op, you feel that this is actually the way. There's lots of opportunities of going around, taking different routes, flanking and all that stuff.
So is the co-op going to be separate to the main campaign? Is it going to be the same campaign?
It's the same campaign.
Right, okay. And I know it's still early days, the multiplayer. Can you tell us, is there going to be multiplayer? I know you've talked about the Fragile Alliance mode making a return.
Yeah. Oh yes, Fragile Alliance is going to be back, and it's going to be amazing. I can't tell you more. We're going to talk about that in a different feature, but it's definitely back. with revamped mechanics and everything, and a few new surprises here and there.
Still going to be able to screw over your friends.
There's there's a lot to look forward to in this department, I think.
One of the things that when you were giving us your presentation, you said you wanted to address some of the criticism that you had about the original game, and one of the things I picked up on was quite a sweary laden script. Doesn't seem to have changed too much in the sequel. Can you tell us about?
At some point you have to listen, and at some point you just stop listening, right, to what the people think. I think Kane and Lynch are the characters they are. I mean, there's no point in trying to make them polite or nice, right? I mean, swearing. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the whole thing. It's part of the game. I read some of the comments back then about it being too much, almost to the point of silliness, and we've been a little bit conscious about it this time, but they're definitely still swearing. That's for sure.
And what were the criticisms that you kind of agreed with and have tried to address in the sequel?
We came up with a short list of stuff that we really wanted to fix for the next one, and it was the cover system, the aiming and the shooting, the AI, and the fact that we had dated art, and then the lack of online co-op. And I think it's obvious that we addressed a lot of these issues already, and we did a lot of testing and a lot of work and a lot of iterations to make sure that it just sits exactly right this time.
We've got to ask you while you're here, when can we expect to see a new Hitman?
You come to the wrong event.
Thanks very much for your time, Karsten. We look forward to seeing more again.
Thank you.
Thanks.